There is one artifact that help you and help the whole team, and most players don't even use it. No joke, I don't have this artifact, but if I have it, I'm going to actually replace my Spiritbone Torque with this artifact. And I'm actually speaking about the Infantry artifact, the hot item on the planet, the Infantries. Hey everybody, I'm Burgas, welcome back, happy to see you again. Let's talk about the teamwork and why this artifact changed the battles. It basically changed the battles, but not many people actually use it. They use one other artifact that, in my opinion, actually cost them a lot. We're going to speak about this thing after actually testing in the dozens of fights, and I personally didn't actually test it, but in the tournaments, this thing here, where is this thing? Tournament of the Champions, you're going to non-stop see this artifact. We're talking about the Shield of Sturdiness, and it ended up to be monster. It's extremely hard to beat this team who is having Shield of Sturdiness. So what actually this shield are doing? So let's jump directly to show you. Currently I need some infantry. My gosh, I use Spiritbone Torque. Back in the days I get lucky, because back in the days in the Forge of Light was not a single artifact, was two, and I was looking to get Mirage Orb, no, Breath of Gigantis, and there was a Spiritbone Torque as a second artifact, and I make 3 pulls, 3 artifacts, I get 3 legendary artifacts. One of them was actually Spiritbone Torque. So from this time I actually use this artifact a lot. But there is another artifact, and we're not talking about this one. We're talking about Shield of Sturdiness. First of all, is for infantry. We have to point out infantry legion that can go, I think, to 40%, and also increasing the HP by 22%. If I remember right, let me just check it out. Yeah, it's like 40%, 22 is going to be the HP, 40 is going to be attack. Why I think this is maybe the best artifact for the infantry? Majority of the people are using Storm Arrow for the blink, obviously for the blinking purpose, but this one is giving cavalry unit attack 40%. So you're losing 40% from the attributes of your infantry by using Storm Arrow. On the other side, the Shield of Sturdiness is basically doing the same. Look at the little animation that we're having here. It's actually pushing the whole the legions in front in specific direction. This is actually a blink, but you get couple people with you, know. So this is crazy and very nice to penetrate the lines and actually catch the mages that are back. I mean, they are behind the front lines. So I think this artifact is very underestimated, and boy oh boy, I actually, face it a lot in the tournaments. I think the majority of the people use it. There is a reason people are using that, and they use in the tournament this artifact so they can actually stuck all of the enemy heroes in one place, because you don't have any, I would say, any control over what is happening, and you just watch what is happening. So it pushing all the legions in one place, and if you have Liliya, for example, or Yun Ming with, I don't know, some other AoE damage dealer, you're going to achieve very nice results, and you're going to kill your enemy way more faster, because your AoE is going to be very decent, and also your artifact is going to hit, especially the multi-hitting artifacts. Everything is just working in your own direction. But the majority of the people are not using this artifact on the battlefield when they actually matter. I see Spiritbone Torque, I see the new, I forgot this thing, Serpent Age, and I see a lot of blinks. Now blinks, yeah, because the distance is way more bigger and is very decent in the choke points, the blink play. But I think this artifact, the range is not that big, but still you actually go to the mages, and your Kuma is going to drain the mage HP, and your infantry is basically going to be right next to the mages. Obviously the mages is way more easy to escape Shield of Sturdiness from the arrow. This is correct, but at the end of the day, the efficiency there is very nice. It just creates a space for your team, block enemy DPS, and give massive HP support. And this is the Legion support. Rush it as a designated dealings, blah blah blah. Type additional effects when the wielder get a shield via the rage skill. This is obviously Danfel's skill, or what was her name, Madeline's skill. They're giving some shields. The Legion do 12% more hero skill damage for 5 seconds. We don't care about this additional effect at the end of the day. We're caring what is actually giving us, and can we replace, because I was playing with Storm Arrow and my infantry vanished very fast. And the traits are not that good. Obviously my infantry is still going to vanish when I do the blink play, but it's going to be, first of all, here you're not having anything defense, it's just Legion attack 22%. You're going to get 40 from the Shield of Sturdiness, and you're going to get 22% HP, which is a very decent bonus, especially for the infantry, where the base stats for the HP is way more bigger. Now, what I can actually suggest from point of gems, Forge of Light and get it level 1. If you're a mid spender, if you're a WoW spender, obviously focus over your legions. I'm still working over some of the artifacts. This one is actually level 5. I want to make Mirage Orb level 5 also. Right now it's level 3. I really hope I open Exemplar in this live. I mean, that is so hard. And I also want to focus over Infernal Flame. I think it's level 1. Yeah, it's level 1. This thing is very decent, especially with Liliya. But if you have your main troop artifacts already ready, you have the Exemplar, maybe Shield of Sturdiness is just going to, you know, give you very nice results at the end of the day. And also at the end of the day is going to make every infantry player, or the people who sent infantry, a true frontline hero, because we're needing this tankiness of the infantry. A lot of people just go in direction infantry to make big merits. I agree. I mean, some of the infantry legions are making crazy merits, which, you know, I get some comments under my video, like people like I think the game should nerf the infantry or something like this. There is legions where it's tanky in the same time do decent amount of damage, and if you run one legion, you may not actually need that much Shield of Sturdiness. You actually need maybe only this artifact at the end of the day. Now, for me personally, this artifact, Shield of Sturdiness, is going to work perfectly with heroes like maybe for additional effect. We don't care about the additional effect. Not gonna lie, 12% more hero skill damage. I mean, come on, brother. But I think it's going to be very nice with Kuma, with Gorish, Li Kuan, this type of hero, especially Gorish and Kuma. Gorish and Kuma is a must get, must use, this artifact. And maybe when I finish my artifacts for my mages, I'm going to get this one at least to level 1. I can easily make the infantry unit attack 40% and the Legion HP 22% after I level up, because this thing need to be leveled up. But I see so many people don't use this artifact and they have it. And at the end of the days, no matter, you know, what you're having, is very important to be valuable for the team play, and I think this artifact can bring big value in the Alliance Wars. And speaking about this skill, hit the like if you ever save your teammates using one specific artifact. It can be Shield of Sturdiness, it can be Spiritbone Torque, or whatever infantry artifacts or other hero artifacts you use. Just hit one like that, you actually save your teammates at least one time playing Call of Dragons. The other thing that I want to point out is Shield of Sturdiness is also going to bring less severely wounded. It just boosts your team power. The reason behind is that it's actually designed for the infantry. You're going to get infantry attack and infantry HP. And something that, you know, maybe some people know, maybe some people don't know, but the more strong is your legion, the less severely wounded you actually receive. You can see this thing with the troops. If you go out with the donkeys, all of the donkeys go in hospital if you hit strong legion. But if you don't hit strong, but if your legion become more stronger, you can basically test this thing. I mean, get one legion that is, I mean, the heroes are not developed, maybe don't put artifacts, and attack other legion with a donkeys, and see how many donkeys from your side is going to go in the hospital. After this, put strong heroes and maybe artifact, but don't use the artifact. Put strong heroes with the artifact with the same donkeys and attack the same legion. You're going to see brutal difference in how many donkeys is going to go in the hospital. This is also very important thing that I want to mention, is just the power that is specifically for your heroes and specifically for your troop is just going to, in long run, is going to put less severely wounded in the hospital. So when I do a blink play, normally I get 60 something K in the hospital. But in the same time, if I go with Spiritbone Torque, the other this artifact, now if I use the arrow, is 65. If I use Spiritbone Torque, it's like 35-40K severely wounded. So you see there is a difference from, like, I don't know how many is this thing, it's like 20K difference less severely wounded in the hospital. So like this, if I go 3 times with my blink artifact, I'm going to be able to go, if I go 2 times with the blink artifact, I'm going to be able to go 3 times with Spiritbone Torque, and it's going to be same amount of severely wounded in the hospital. But at the same time, I'm going to be able to send my legion one more time with Spiritbone Torque. That's why, I mean, don't get me wrong, the blink strategy is a very nice strategy. I mean, especially if you want to catch some squishy mages and marksmen. But for the infantry, I think artifacts like Shield of Sturdiness is going to give you very decent value at the end of the day. And less troops in the hospital. We also have to mention that. Obviously, if you're like 200-300 million power, you may not actually care that much. But if you're a WoW spender or free to play and you get lucky to get this artifact, I think you can get very decent value from this artifact. And don't forget to comment under the video what is your go-to artifact for team fights, what artifact you think is best, what artifact you're using when you're doing team fights. It's very I'm very curious. I'm going to start first by saying that my team fight artifact is actually Breath of Gigantis. The reason behind is 10 targets, 10 enemy legions is going to get minus 16% for 20 seconds. This is a decent amount of time. And the defense reduction can go to 22%. So, you know, if you make 100% defense reduction, is basically a true damage. But we're very far away from this thing. Still, you can actually have defense penetration. If your legions are 6-star, you're going to get 10% defense penetration. Some heroes are having extra defense penetration. You have some talents that have extra defense penetration or defense reduction. But yeah, just want to know what is your artifact that is go-to for you and you help your team with this artifact. Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like the video if you want to become the king of player. I mean, kind of player everyone want to have in their alliance. If you want to be this type of person who are taking responsibility on the battlefield, hit one like on the video. So yeah guys, this will be for this video. Thank you very much for everybody who watched till the end. I'm trying to make my videos not that long, maybe. But yeah, thank you very much and I wish you a great day. See you in the next video.